Hello everyone! I am Mrs. RONNABEL as VIARO, teaching English to grade 6 learners in Tugtog Elementary School, San Jose District, Division of Batangas. In this activity, you will be learning about sound devices. 2 sound devices, the irony and hyperbole. But before we proceed, I would like to ask 2 questions or tasks that you must answer at the end of the session of this video. Number 1, how will you differentiate irony with hyperbole? Second, give an example. It can be sentence or phrase that shows irony, and another sentence or phrase that depicts hyperbole. So those are the 2 tasks that you must answer or you must make after this video. Now, let me hear you saying irony. Again, say irony. Very good. Now, how about hyperbole? One more. Hyperbole. That's great. So, irony and hyperbole are figures of speech that add color to any literary text. And now I would like you to look at this picture that I have downloaded from the internet. Take a look at this. Let's have the first picture. So what can you say about the first picture? Yeah. The fire station caught fire. Isn't it so ironic that a fire station that's supposed to prevent fire is burning? Number 2. There's a warning or there's a symbol says warning. It's a warning. Do not read the sign. So very ironic. We are given a warning not to read the sign. But how could we be able to understand if we will not read the sign? It's very funny. It's very opposite from what is being expected. Now, what do these pictures trying to tell us or to imply? These pictures depict irony. And what is irony, by the way, this now? Irony is about the expectation and the opposite of what is expected. It also conveys a meaning that is the opposite of its literal meaning. There are 3 kinds of irony. First is the verbal irony. Second, dramatic irony. And third is situational irony. Now, let's have verbal irony. Verbal irony is when a character says one thing but means the opposite. It is also called sarcasm or being sarcastic. Example, oh, very good. You're late again. So that is one kind or example of verbal irony. Now, let's have the second one, dramatic irony. When you say dramatic irony is when the reader understands more about the event that is happening in the story than a character. You know something that a character doesn't. That is dramatic irony. Example, Bart's parents are proud of Alex. He got on the test, A on the test. But we know he cheated. Again, Bart's parents are proud of the A that he got on the test. But we know he cheated. So that is one example of dramatic irony. Now, let's have the third one, situational irony. This is can be seen when the actual happenings or what actually happened is the opposite of what is expected. Something about the situation is completely unexpected. Example, the police station is being robbed. Again, the police station is being robbed. So that is what really happens is very unexpected. It's opposite of what is being expected. Let's have an activity before we proceed. You're going to identify what kind of irony is being used in each sentence. If it is verbal irony, if it is dramatic irony, or if it is situational irony. I will give you 5 sentences to answer, and it will just take you 2 minutes to answer. So, good luck! Thumbs up! Now, let us answer the activity now. Number 1. An airplane pilot has fear of heights. So what kind of irony is being used? So of course, situational. Number 2. Jay writes a love poem to Faye, but we know that Faye loves Joel. And that is dramatic irony. Number 3. Oh, thank you for reading my diary. That is verbal irony. Number 4. Bill Gates uses an Apple computer. That is, of course, situational irony. And number 5. Oh, very good. You got 0 in your exam. Verbal irony. So, congratulations for those who got 5. And for those who got 3 below, I think you have to review and review and review. Time, I would like you to look once again to the pictures that I have downloaded from the internet. Try to examine the picture. What can you say about it? Yeah. Picture number 1. She cried so long that she made a lake. I'll repeat. Number 1. She cried so long that she made a lake. Do you think it's possible by crying someone could be able to make a lake or any body of water? Maybe the speaker or the writer just trying to say that she cried too much, right? So that's what she wants to emphasize. She cried too much. Now, let's have number 2. This bag weighs a ton. Do you think that man can carry the bag if it is really as heavy as that? Is it impossible? It's impossible, right? It is just showing that the bag is too heavy for him. So now, what do these pictures tell us? Those pictures implied hyperbole. Yes, hyperbole. It shows exaggeration. Exactly. Hyperbole is an exaggeration. You exaggerate when you want or you mean or you want to emphasize a point or something. Emphasis. So meaning to say, hyperbole is an exaggeration. And it's often used to make something to look or sound much bigger or better than it actually is. So that is all about hyperbole. And I will give you more example of this kind of figurative speech. I have here sentences. First, for you to understand it better, I will give more example of hyperbole. More sentences. Let's have number 1. I ate a ton of food for dinner. So in that sentence, what is being exaggerated? What is the clue word that it shows it is really a hyperbole? Yes, the word ton of food. It is just trying to emphasize that you ate too much, but not necessarily means a ton. Next, number 2. My dad will kill me when he comes home. So what is the word shows exaggeration? Yes, the word kill. My dad killed me when he comes home. So the word kill. Next, number 3. She was so happy, her smile was a mile wide. So in that sentence, what is being exaggerated? What is the clue word that shows that it uses hyperbole? In sentence number 3, she was so happy, her smile was a mile wide. So the word mile wide. How wide is it, right? So that also shows hyperbole. Next, number 4. I read this book 100 times. Whoa! I read this book 100 times. So what is the word that a clue word that shows it uses hyperbole? The word 100. Imagine 100 times, really. It's just giving the emphasis that the book is being read many times, but not totally 100 times. So those are just examples of sentences that uses hyperbole. Again, hyperbole is exaggeration. And the analysis of different features and sentences presented, let us now summarize the meaning of those two figurative speech. Let us now have again irony. Irony is about expectation and the opposite of what is expected. It also conveys a meaning that is opposite of its literal meaning. And we have 3 kinds of irony. First is the verbal irony. Second, dramatic irony. And the last one, the situational irony. Now, let's proceed to the second figurative speech that we have learned. Hyperbole. Hyperbole is present when you are exaggerating what you mean or emphasizing something or emphasizing a point. And it's often used to make something look or sound much bigger and better than it actually is. So now that we are sure and we are already knowledgeable enough with these 2 kinds of sound devices, let's proceed to your final performance. I would like you to work with your partner and try to analyze the sentences I will give you. Try to analyze each sentence if it depicts irony or hyperbole. Try to communicate and try to, analyze the sentence. I will just give you 4 minutes to accomplish the task. Happy working! Time is up! Now, look at the correct answers on the screen. Try to check your answer. And if you got it all right, well, you're doing great. And if not, don't worry, you just keep on reviewing this video and try to explore more about irony and hyperbole. Okay? So that's all for now, and I hope you enjoyed learning. Keep safe, everyone! God bless!